Good afternoon. It's Thursday and it's the 1st of February. My, doesn't time fly? I hope you're doing well with your New Year's resolution to start winning instead of losing. But anyway, we've got the few of the babies and that running in the Group 3 teaser races, I'll call them, for our autumn carnival. This Saturday it's at Rose Hill and Caulfield. Okie doke. So it's kicking off with, as I said, the Group 3 advertiser. I'm Gary Robinson, of course. I'm hoping to avoid scratching my nose and coughing and all the rest of it. Anyway, subscribe and like if you can. Okay, I'm sure you will. And I want you to hang out because we've got 25% more planned for some of our members. I just remind you that even though at the bottom of the page I have to put that obligatory thing is, which is basically says if you're a mug punter, you're probably going to lose, and put in the guides there for problem gamblers. Basically, they're those people who haven't done any study. So my book, Losing is Not an Option, it's a guide to considered racing investments. So I can tell you now, you can go to horseracingaustralia.info, as you can see there on the link. And there is a set of free betting tools you can buy there if you use that link. When I say you can buy them, it's an $11 administration fee, that's all. And includes some vital tools for people who are starting out in punting or who think they should be doing better. And the other one, Horse Racing Australia Info, and you can go there and find Winform books, and there you can buy Losing is Not an Option. Okay. Which was basically the last book I wrote, except for Horse Racing Australia. No, How to Win at Horse Racing Australia, whatever. Okay, so that's basically taken out of most of the information I have in Winning is the Only Option. So let's start with Rose Hill Race 3. That's the 2-year-old Group 3. As you can see, it's not a real high class, -11. And what I've got here is King of Roseau. I've just got to move a little bit closer because even with my glasses, it's hard to read. Okay, I'd love to get $1.30 is a reasonable price. It's actually $8 and firm, and it's going to be hard to beat. So there is a chance that it might have actually firmed even more. Okay, we've also got Traffic Warden here, and it's gone from $3 to $3.60, currently $3.40. And Prost here, it won a barrier trial on the earlier, on the 22nd of January, firmed from $2.80 to $2.50. And so it's a really good trial win, that one. Number 5, Fearless, it's $3.60 out to $4. Counter-offensive is actually going to start in Caulfield, and there are 3 first starters and they're not in the market. So straight away we've got a possible option here. Even if you backed it each way, I know it's only a field of about 7 now, I think. So anyway, King of Roseau, I quite like it. And moving on to Caulfield Race 4, which is your next race, at 1:55 on Saturday. Our Winform ratings for the top 2 basically conform with the market. So Anisa is a little bit of an overlay, so $2.50. If you can get that price, it's better than the price we're asking for. Coleman is $2.90 and firm. It's a little bit under our rated price. Then Scampy, $7.50 into $5. The other 2 horses here are longer prices, and we don't give them much of a chance. So you've got little form to go in those early races, and that is the main problem. But really, Freezer, Anisa should be able to get away with that one, I think. In Rose Hill Race 4, another 3-year-old Group 3. The class value is much higher in this one, 4.1. And as you can see, there's a bit more form to choose from. Malkovich, $4.80. I rated it at $2.90. Got a good jockey and everything, but I've never seen it win longer than 1,100 metres, and that's going to be the problem. So let's just hope it performs okay. Lady Lagana rated at $6.20, currently $2.25, and very, very, very firm. On the lead here is $16. It's up in class from its win at Doomben recently. Hard to say it's $4 and firm, 19 into 17 for 15 rounds. But when you're looking at this one, I think Malkovich is probably the one to beat. And even if you backed it each way, you're probably going to do okay. Coming up with Rose Hill Race 5. That's only 1,100 metres. It's a 2-year-old, Group 3 again. Once again, we go to it's a very low class, being 2-year-olds. Celebrity here is a first starter and firm at $5. It's a risk. It was well back at the Warwick Farm trial just on Monday. Came home in average time. It's backing up awful quick, going from a barrier trial to starting 5 days later. But when we look at number 1 Manal here, it's a special $8 into $6, and it was an easy trial behind Prost on the 22nd of January. It was well back most of the way, and was in a blanket finish of about 5 runners in that particular race. So only had the one start for a win. Is working well, so should be a really good chance into this. And as I can tell you, $8 into $6. So we've got Free Will Star at $11, $1.90 to $2.50 is A Lady of Camelot. Now it's interesting that the move for that to go from $1.90 to $2.50 came as the Manal moved from $8 into $6. Earlier here, $4 into 6. The eyes have it, 101 to 151, and not given a great deal of chance. We're rated at 228 to 1, but that's because there's nothing much there to rate it on anyway, but you never know what can happen. Never say no, especially in those early 2- and 3-year-old races. In Caulfield Race 8, we've got the mares. It's Group 3. As you can see, the class value of -1 is still pretty good. Our top 2 are both overs and clearly an open race, but I trust the form of those 2. So we've got 7 a little deep, 7s into $4.80, and I would have to say that's an each way special. But number 5 Penthouse is also a chance, rated $5.80 and $13 into $9.50. The rest of them are either staying the way they are or easy. So Cute As, Sneaky Page at $10 firm, Vagrant 10s to 12. And I reckon probably we could get the trifecta out of that lot. So could be an interesting race 8 at Caulfield. So remember, losing is an option if you're a mug putter. Most are you? That's a big question. If you are, you can ring 1-800-858-585. So you can call that if that's you, or you can go to gamblinghelponline.org.au, and I know you can handle the internet, that is for sure. Now, I just wanted to go to our favourite place and tell you how you can get an extra 25% on your money. So, for starter, if you are going to Big Bet, you're going to be able to get an extra 5% because what you'll be doing is betting best of the best. So just to give you an idea, I'll just click into a race. Here you are, Townsville Race 3. I don't know why I'm looking at Townsville Race 3. But the official flux have just started. You can see that's 440 into 420. And if it's only 11 minutes to the jump now, but usually best of the best is available. We'll just switch to race 4, and that'll give us a better idea. So these are the flux so far, but they're not the official flux. But that one's paying 15 for the fixed winners, paying 16.40 for best total. Or possible starting price. Best of the best will give you the better out of those 2 options. If you looked at this one was $1.35, okay, it may win. But the reality is the current best total start price is $4.80. Best of the best will give you the best luck. It could fluctuate out to $1.50, $1.60 or something, and you just never know. So another one which is of interest, you can see this has come in a little bit. But the thing is, it's the best fluctuation. So if we go back to, let's have a look at race 1, because that was a race where the starting price was $8 and the best fluctuation was also $8. So you get the best of the 3 totes, which is $10.10. Okay, in race 2, different race, beginner awaits for you. Now the top luck on that one was $1.90. Way, way better than any of the totes, right? And certainly a lot better than the final fixed price of $1.60. So if you're talking about getting $1.90, that's basically 50% more winnings than the $1.60. Now, the other way you can make some money is if you deposit money to your account, provided you're one of our Winform associates or a member of Winform from way back. And of course, I've advised all our members of this in the latest e-news, which is being sent out on Thursday. And the reality is you can put money in, and if you're not sure about whether you're entitled to a 25% bonus, it would depend on where you're geo-located, if you like, which state, and what the betting regulations are in each state, and also whether you've been eligible with the action on your account. But the fact is, you can get a 25% bonus, no questions asked, once you check in with them, and you can just go to the live chat when you get to the VicBet website and put that in there. Okay, so good luck, and I hope we get a few winners on Saturday. If you get in front, just duck out and finish up, or put your winnings on the other selections that are coming up during the day. I'm thinking both tracks will be good. Be very hot in Sydney, not so much in Melbourne, I don't think. Okay, good luck. Thanks for calling, and a goodbye to you.